What's goody? What's poppin'? What's up with you? It's the homie in the building, main man, made man up in this joint, and y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. Once again, as always, it is an honor and a pleasure to be up here on YouTube with all of the boxing fans, all of the boxing fam. And as always, it's y'all know how we get down. It's Wednesday night, so y'all know what that means. It's our time now. It's time to get on, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, look here, man. I see Fred Thomas already up in the building. Sorry, I hope I didn't keep everybody waiting too long, man. Y'all know how that CP time go. Chin Smoke, what's up with you? Fred Thomas says that main man, made man, salute, champ. Great work with my bro Monty BTV the other night. All day. That is fam right there. You know, man, before we get this thing underway, before people start rolling in, let me just tell y'all at the top, man, if y'all missed a epic debate between me and my homie Monty Brown TV, I'm telling y'all, take it as an order. Go over to Monty Brown TV and check out the debate we had last night. Of course, I was dug into my position of Keith one-time Thurman, and I can't think of any other person aside from Monty Brown best to give me a good case for Earl Spence Jr. So if you want to go and listen to two very knowledgeable boxing fans who brought it from both sides of the aisle, you know what I'm saying, and put it all on the table, you dig? Go over to Monty Brown TV. Check out my bro. We had a great night last night, man. I'm telling you, man, we got a lot of good fanfare from that. I was very appreciative. Shout out to Monty Brown TV. He is fam, and he is always welcome here. La La D, what's up with you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about, man. I'm going to tell you, man, today boxing news been breaking left and right. I mean, left and right, champ. Hey, we got a lot to talk about, Joe. So, you know, let me just say before we start to get into the topics while people still walking on in, and as you're coming on in, hit that thumbs up for me. You know, hey, this is why I always tell people, do not bet against the PBC. You know, a lot of people out here nowadays like to go and criticize the PBC. Y'all know how boxing fans get. We get a little anxious sometimes. We get a little frustrated sometimes. And it's like, oh, hey, man, we ain't seeing the best fights. And then the PBC comes out on any given Sunday, and they just take over the damn sport. These fights that's coming up this weekend, man, these some awesome fights, bro. Awesome fights. G-Lex in the building. What's up with you? Silver Salamo 2011. What's up, fam? Man, we got some good fight, man. We got, of course, Keith and Pac. Charlie, we got Omar Figueroa, Yordanis Ugas. We got Caleb Plant coming out. Bro, we got fights galore this weekend. And I can't wait to break it down with y'all, man. Yo, Last of a Dime Breed in the building. Hit that likes up for the fam. You know what I'm saying? All day. FA, yeah, La La D. FA this weekend also. Slim, we got fights galore. The PBC have put their foot on the gas, and it's their time now. Of course, also, we got Oscar Rivas versus Dillian White coming up this weekend. Man, we got fights everywhere. So I'm going to tell y'all right now, look, I'm going to deal with the main things right now, and I may have to come back either on a coffee live stream or maybe a late night live stream, some sort of impromptu live stream to get to pick up the rest of the pieces for the rest of the fights. But I got to stick to the big headlines today. You know what I'm saying? So let's get right into it, shall we? Well, word on the curb. I'm sure y'all heard it out there. Cadillac Raid in the building. What's up, family? I'm sure y'all have already heard the news breaking. Earl Spence Jr. versus Showtime Sean Porter. They talking about September 28th in Los Angeles at the Staples Center, though. Slim, that's a shock. That is a shock. And trust and believe, fight fans, I'll be right in front of y'all in just 1 minute. But, yo, that is a shock. I did not expect the West Coast. You know, remember when we first heard news about this thing early on from Michael Coppinger? He was talking about the Barclays, and I was hoping it was in the Barclays because the homie was going to go to that fight. But, Slim, they talking the West Coast. How we feeling about that, fight fans? How we feeling about that? Fool of Sports in the building. What's up, family? Lala D says, damn, I wanted to go. She wanted it at the Barclays. I know that's right. Same here. You know, I'd have took that ride up the road and went to that fight, man. But they putting this thing in L.A. So let me ask y'all, fight fans, is this the right market? Is this the right market that they should be putting Earl and Sean in? I mean, let's keep it 100. You know, Sean fought Yordanis Ugas out there, right? And we all know Sean cannot fill a hot dog stand. So he didn't do too well out there because they saying that the Mexican fan base is so deep out there. Now we got two black fighters right here, two, superstar, well, star fighters, if you will, two elite fighters. It's a big fight. It's a real important fight. It's a monumental fight. But is this the right market? You did. Is this the right market? When I initially heard this, when I heard that this was going to be in LA out at the Staples Center, the first thing I said to myself, they got to put it on pay-per-view. They have no choice, because if they're going to pay these two what they pretty much want in a purse, they're going to have to get that money up off pay-per-view. It's the only way. I don't know if they're going to pack the house out there. Truth be told, I really don't give a shit. But the fact of the matter is, it's still a big fight, and we know it's official, and we know it's going down. I got the homie Dundada in the building. What's up, family? What's up with you? What's up with you? Last of a Dime Bree says Staples Center because they hoping Porter can help sell the fight. Yeah, well, I mean, this is a market that I would have never guessed. I would have thought either Vegas or the East Coast. Those are the two, if you would have asked, or maybe even Texas. Those are the three places that I would have thought, if they would have thought of throwing this thing, they would have did it. But it don't matter. The fact of the matter, us as boxing fans, all we give a damn about is that the fight is a go. Period. You did. Period. That's all we care about. I got my homie Sheldon Holmes in the building. What's up, family? What's up? I appreciate that message you left me earlier, homie. What up, though? And I'm telling you, man, I'm just like, I thought it would have been in one of those markets, but it's cool, though. It don't matter to me whatsoever. All I care about that the fight is official, that the fight is going down. It is a go. Word on the curb is that they may announce this thing officially as soon as the Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman fight this weekend. Man, this is awesome, Joe. This is awesome. This is what I'm talking about, Slim. PBC, the minute that they just barely touch the gas, just barely touch it. When the top of the feet roll over the gas, they take over boxing. We got Porter and Earl coming up. We got Deontay and Luis Ortiz coming up. We got Pac and Manny coming up. We got Ugas and Figueroa coming up. Man, Slim, this is what being a boxing fan is all about, man. Real talk. So salute to the PBC right now. A lot of people get them shit throughout the year. If you sit back and you study their schedule and you study it and you break it down and you see why certain shows are better than others. I mean, a lot of people don't get much into this. This is something that I just got myself. I at the top of the year, every year, PBC always releases their yearly schedule. How many big time fights that they're looking to get, how many prime time slots they always release that information. And if you look at it at the top of the year, you will see how it always goes. They have specific times and time slots and things like that where they want to put their big fights on. It's not going to happen every weekend. No. It's not going to happen every month. Probably not. But they know when it's going to happen. And with the talent that they got over there, it gots to happen. So this is awesome, Joe. So I'm glad this is a go. Anybody who was criticizing either one of these fighters for whatever reason, shut your mouths, enjoy the show, enjoy the build up, and get ready. Simple. You dig? Simple. So I'm happy to notice this is going down the way it's going down, man. Now, word also news broke today that Oscar Rivas and Dillian White will be going down now for the WBC Mando. They talking about, Eddie Hearn running around the cameras like he pulled them strings. He said he been working with Dillian White's team, and guess what they did? They've been on the WBC hotline all year long, and finally the WBC has given in and has designated the Oscar Rivas and Dillian White fight for the interim WBC title, which makes him the mandatory challenger. How about goddamn time, Dillian White? It is about time. Let me get in front of y'all, man. Hold on one second. It is about time, fam. It is about time all day. You know what I'm saying? It's good to see that Dillian White is finally getting his shot. He could have been had his shot. He took the long route. He took the scenic route, but it is what it is. It's still finally noticed good to see him get his shot. We know Dillian White could have been had a shot, but we're not going to go there. That's not here nor there. The fact of the matter is he has a big fight in front of him this weekend. He has a big task in front of him this weekend in Oscar Rivas. Now, I'm going to keep it a buck. I got this fight 55-45 in favor of Dillian White. I think Dillian White is going to go in and give a hell of a show. I think he's going to try his best. CB Sports TV in the building. What's up with you? White versus Rivas is to see who will be the sacrificial lamb for Deontay Wilder as his next mandatory all day. I think they're saying that the mandatory going to have to go down by May 2020. At least that's allegedly by Eddie Hearn. We all know how the WBC they pull a little fine print out the language if they got to make things go away. But it is what it is. The fact of the matter is Eddie Hearn is running around and saying that Deontay Wilder, if he defeats Luis Ortiz, basically he has to have his mandatory by May of 2020. We'll see how that fits in with Tyson Fury. We'll see how that fits in with Andy Ruiz. We'll see how that fits in, with the Anthony Joshua situation. It's still a lot of moving parts there. It's not a done deal. It's not a guaranteed thing that Wilder steps into the ring with Dillian White next May. It is not a guaranteed thing. All I do know is there's a lot of still moving parts here. And things can change at the snap of a finger. That's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? See what y'all talking about. Fred Thomas says, okay, y'all saluting each other all day. Full of sports. Wilder will punch through White all day. No, easy work. You hear me? CB Sports TV, Fred Thomas. Yes, sir. Yeah, y'all shouting each other out. Black Ham TV in the building. Yep, Wilder been sparking mandatories all day. All day. This ain't nothing but be easy work. This ain't gonna be nothing but easy work. But I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I mean, as if anybody else would have any other doubt, which there is no doubt, is Deontay Wilder is the #1 heavyweight champion in the world. But after when he gets through Luis Ortiz, if Dillian White gets his shot, whatever, you know what I'm saying? He gets through that, there won't be no more arguments. Everybody will bow down. Ain't no more A-side, B-side talk. It's over. It's done. Finito. Respect Deontay Wilder for what he is if he gets these victories. Period. You should be respecting him now, truth be told, but definitely respect him when he get these victories. That is the best lineup of heavyweight fights that any heavyweight can fight, and it's Deontay Wilder that's making it happen. As if it's not already impressive enough that he is getting back in there with a killer in Luis Ortiz, a man that damn near beat him. See, this is why you got to fuck with Wilder. So who goes back into fights that are controversial that he damn near lost in both fights, whether it been Tyson Fury or whether it been Dillian White? They were very close. I mean, not Dillian White or Luis Ortiz. Those were close fights. And the man says, you know what? All of this controversy, all of you whisperers, all of y'all closet dwellers, y'all sitting around here talking about the ref helped me for Luis Ortiz. And okay, fine, let's run it back. I don't want to hear nothing. Let's run it back. And Tyson Fury running around here, he's the lineal champion with his little Joker outfits on, looking like the Riddler or some shit. Okay, you want to do that? You want to act like you did something with no belts around your waist? Mr. $100 million man? Well, guess what? Come see me. I'm coming to see you too. And Andy Ruiz, if you get through AJ, give me a call. Now, who doing that? Who is doing that in boxing? What other heavyweight is doing that? I'm hearing Tyson Fury running around drinking, doing whatever the hell he doing, bullshitting. I don't see him really trying to make a fight he's taking another soft touch next, right? He's got to fight on the East Coast now. We don't know who the opponent is going to be. Jarrell Miller. Who gives a shit? Anthony Joshua now got Andy Ruiz problems. The point I'm trying to make to y'all is you don't see heavyweights doing what Deontay Wilder is doing, yet he is getting all of this criticism from you closet dwellers, and it don't make sense. Unbeaten, taking on the boogeymen of his so-called career. Again, no politics, no polished shit, nothing. And you got the nerve to be criticizing Wilder? Man, cut it out, cuz. Cut it out. You did. I don't understand these cats out here sometimes, man. Food of Sports says, now, main man, do you think Canelo didn't have an opponent in September? That's a good question. That's a good question. You know, there's a lot of rumors floating around about Canelo right now. Word on the curb is it could be Jaime Munguia who take the date. Word on the curb, Canelo couldn't use that knee situation to get out of his next fight. I mean, I don't know. I think right now, man, Canelo right now is stuck between a rock and a hard place, if you ask me. I mean, with the Gennady Golovkin situation, everybody knows we want to see him face Demetrius Andrade, right? We all want to see him face. They already bailed him out from Jamal Charlo, so we want to see him face Demetrius Andrade. I mean, I don't know which way Canelo gonna go, man. This Kovalev talk is bullshit. I mean, I'd rather honestly see him face Callum Smith. My well, if you ain't gonna fight Demetrius Andrade, if you ain't gonna do that, fuck it, go face Callum Smith. Ain't nobody gonna be checking for that fight. I'm being 100. I like it, but for the masses and for September and for Mexican Independence Week, no, it don't make sense possible. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Cadillac Ray says, I got Rivas with the upset. Yeah, man, it's going to be a hell of a fight. I'm edging towards Dillian White. I like Oscar Rivas, but Dillian White going to have to fight the best fight of his life. I ain't going to lie to you, man. Oscar Rivas is not going to stop coming. I was looking at their public workout today. Man, that boy chiseled, bro. That boy looked like he hit hard. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he hit hard as fuck. You hear me? But at the end of the day, man, yo, Dillian White is going to have to be the best Dillian White we've ever seen. And I would think that he will be slightly motivated knowing now that this fight is for a mandatory spot position, possibly. I would think now that would give him a bit more of a, you know what, I got to get this did and I got to get this did the right way. I would think that he would feel that way going into this fight now, you know, with so much on the line. This could be the motivation he needed. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see. Lala D says Fury is running around calling himself the lineal champ. I think we might have to hold the L for that. I think he heard that from us, laughing my ass off. Nobody in the UK was even thinking about him before. I'm gonna keep it a buck, Lala D. Like when Fury first did that first fight, Slim, I was pumping up Fury heavy. I was praising Fury all the shit. I was giving him so many props. I was congratulating him. I was like, yeah, I was defending him against people talking about he wasn't a lineal. Man, I went down that whole road because I knew he was coming over here like a G at the time to face Deontay Wilder. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Hey, yo, get the fuck up out of here then, Sept. Matter of fact, I ain't got no blue suits around here. I gotta make somebody a blue suit. Because we can't have cats like him rolling up in here for no fucking reason. Look at what he said. I'm coming to hit the thumbs down and get the hell out. Who does some shit like that? Huh? Man, cuz go do something with your life, cuz. Go do something with yourself. You hear me? So I'm gonna add me a blue suit up in here. Lala D, and you got that blue suit, sweetie. Knock his ass up out of here if you ever see him coming on through here. You know what I'm saying? Brother Reality just got his ass. Thank you, fam. I appreciate you. Who does shit like that, bro? We in here talking, having a good time, talking this boxing shit, and this idiot, weird ass Seth Noise, lonely ass Seth Noise gonna come in just to do that. Get the fuck up out of here, you hating ass dude. But it is what it is. We gonna keep it pushing. Appreciate that, Brother Reality, all day. But at the end of the day, now back to what we was talking about. You know, like I say, man, ain't nobody doing what Deontay Wilder's doing. But as far as Oscar Rivas, man, he's got a good shot in this fight. And he can be just as motivated as, say, Dillian White to go after that WBC Mando too. Dillian White better fight the best fight of his life. The main reason I edge towards Dillian White, truth be told, I go back to that Brian Jennings and Oscar Rivas fight. And I thought that Brian Jennings was winning, I'd say at least 80-85% of that fight, truth be told. If you go back and watch it. Oscar Rivas pulled that knockdown out in the last round that pretty much got him that win. But I thought Brian Jennings was winning that fight. And I think that a lot of the things that Brian Jennings was doing, Dillian White can do. I don't know if he can sustain it for 12 rounds. That's Dillian White's problem. But I think he can win enough early rounds. He could take 7. He could take anywhere between 7 and 9. Does he stop Oscar Rivas? I don't think so. I think it's some knockdowns in this fight, but I don't think it's no stoppage. I just don't think it's no stoppage. Oscar Rivas got a good gas tank. He keeps coming. He likes to fight close quarters. He gets on the inside. He does a lot of damage. Good uppercuts. Those a lot with a lot of conviction. Good power. I like him, man. We'll see. It's gonna be a hell of a good fight. And yo, Dillian White, if you lose this fight, we don't want to ever hear your name again, because all of this huffing and puffing you've been doing, running around. Oh, I deserve my shot. Wilder ain't this. Wilder ain't that. Tyson Fury ain't this. Joshua ain't that. All that talking that Dillian White been doing. If you lose, I don't want to see your face. I don't want to see your face. Because you've been talking yourself up very well, Dillian White. And the one thing that I did give Dillian White credit for more than anything is when he read the small print and he says, oh, Eddie, I don't got to fight on the zone. Oh, I ain't got to fuck with y'all. I can go over here and talk to these people. When I seen Dillian White taking charge of his career, coming over here to America by himself, I was like, oh, snap. Look at Dillian, man. Dillian bossing up like, Eddie, you work for me. I hollered at you. You don't want to get me what I want? I'm going over here to talk to PBC. I'm going over here to talk to ESPN. When Dillian White was talking like that, I was like, go ahead, cuz. Go ahead, cuz. That must have been the fire that lit up under Eddie Hearn's ass to make him go and get that WBC mandatory. He had to pull some strings, man. He had to pull some strings all day. All right, let's see. CB Sports says Dillian White is too focused on Wilder and Fury and not Rivas. That's a bad. You know what? You're right about that, CB Sports. He been talking up. Wilder a hell of. He been talking up everybody except Rivas a hell of a lot. Except Rivas, you know, that's because he was so focused on trying to do all them shortcuts. I need to try to take a shortcut. All right, let me see. If I ain't got to fight him, but I'll fight him. I won't fight him, but I'll fight him, and maybe I'll get there faster. He wanted to do what he wanted to do, period. But at the end of the day, man, he better be focusing on Rivas because Rivas look hungry. And Rivas came a long way to take this fight. And now Rivas is going to be extremely also motivated, knowing that he can possibly be the WBC mandatory as well. This is going to be interesting, man. It's a lot. It's a lot at stake in that fight, bro. It's a lot at stake in that fight. Real shit. So I'm glad to know, man. You know, like I said before, it's not an official deal. I just want everybody to know it's not official. Anything can happen. Unification fight can come up. Anything can happen. And from now until May is a long time. So, you know, that's just news that came out today, man. All day. Chris 1328 says, when is the fight, fam? You talking about the Dillian White? Which one you talking about? Dillian White, Oscar Rivas? That's this weekend. Cadillac Red says White is the UK last hope till Triple D is ready. That's why they backing him so hard. I think Triple D is the goods too, homie. I think he do. I like Daniel Du Bois, man. I think he is the goods. Young, let them bring him along right, bring him along slow. But I'm telling you, man, I like Shawty. 21 years old, introvert, move like a fighter, talks like a fighter, acts like a fighter, focused. Got some work around, still a little rough around the edges, but you definitely see that potential right there. You definitely see the potential, and he can carry that market. If he comes in, he start blossoming at the right time, he can definitely carry that market. Yeah, this Saturday. This Saturday, man. Alec Cartier in the building. What's up, family? What's up with you? You know what I mean? So this is all good, man. This is all good for us boxing fans. This puts this hopefully will shut Dillian White up now that Eddie Hearn probably had to pass a brown paper bag around to make this happen. Who knows? But whatever. So this is good for him. And I'm glad to know that he getting his shot now so he can shut the hell up and get out of our face. All right, man. Next deal. You know, I didn't get a chance to catch it when everybody else got a chance to catch it. Renee Box Young in the building. What's up, family? Lala D says, I hope Spence and Bud go to Thurman's fight. Hell, Porter too. Word on the curb is that they're going to be at the weigh-in. They're supposed to be doing like commentating or something like that. I was just reading it in an article earlier. Spence and all them welterweights, they're going to be around. They're going to definitely be around. So this is good. I want to move on to that too. So unlike everybody else, I didn't immediately see the face-to-face between Pacquiao and Keith. I didn't get an immediate chance to see it. I just actually seen it today for the first time. And I'm going to tell you something, man. It's something I got to do. And I didn't realize it until I honestly watched that episode. And that is, I have been, dug in my positions with Keith this whole time for the buildup that I almost forgot about Manny Pacquiao. And I hate to say that. So I want to say this, because there's a lot of people been signing up lately, and I need to let this be known. Though I'm taking up for Keith, and I've been defending Keith throughout this whole situation, please do not misunderstand me and think that there's any disrespect for Manny Pacquiao. I got a lot of respect for Pacquiao. I helped build this channel on Pacquiao. You know what I mean? When I look at the analytics and where a lot of support for this channel comes from, I know the Philippines right there. And I want to say that trust and believe. When I looked at that face-off, and I was like, damn, Pacquiao all smiley and shit and all looking all soft, you know what I mean? If that was any other fighter, I'd sit back and say, Slim, he going to get stopped. But this is Manny Pacquiao, so I can't say that. I can say he's going to get stopped, but I can't say for sure. You dig? He's sitting there laughing and giggling and looking on. And I'm sitting there like, Manny, what are you laughing at? But this is Manny. He always laughing. He always happy. He's the happy little Manny. You know what I'm saying? Keep sitting there all philosophical and shit, talking about the moon, the stars, the quasars. I don't know what he's talking about half of the time. But it sounds slick. You know what I'm saying? I will say that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, Keith sitting there building up this fight, doing all of this trash talk, and he's even filling in the blanks for Manny. He like, yeah, Manny is this. Manny thinking deep down, he'll knock me out. Trust me, Manny. He's filling in the blanks. That ain't Manny. Manny made a lot of money this year too. God damn, 2 pay-per-views in 1 year. Bob Arum, have you ever done anything like this for Manny? 2 big pay-per-views like this in 1 year? But whatever, man. The point I'm making is that I don't want people to lose sight and think that I don't got love and respect for Manny Pacquiao. It's just that his time is over. He had a great career. The day he retires, I'm gonna do an epic video for him. The whole nine. You dig? The whole nine. Manny Pacquiao is giving us memories. He's giving us trilogies, everything. I got tremendous respect for Manny Pacquiao. I just know in this situation, stylistically, it's all wrong for him. It's all wrong. And Keith knows it. It's all wrong. A mover, a youngster with power and speed. Manny, if you pull this out, bro, this will be one of the most incredible victories I've ever seen with these two eyes. I don't see it happening, but if you do it, it'll be more than impressive. And then you should, right there in the ring at that very second, call out Floyd again if that's what you want to do. Leonard gonna be there. Fuck it. Why not? But yo, man, this is amazing. So nobody don't get me twisted. You know what I'm saying? Alec Cartier says, man, I seen that debate you had earlier today, and shit was 100. Yeah, you must have seen the one I did with Monty Brown. Yeah, we did that last night, man. That thing was 100 all day. Once again, I said it at the top of the video. I'll say it again. For anybody who wants to hear honest, straight up and down, clean debate of facts from both sides, the sides of Earl Spence Jr. and the sides of Keith Thurman, I challenge you to go over to Monty Brown TV and hear the epic debate that we had last night. That's my brother, you dig? And I love going on this platform. He's always welcome here, and he knows. You know what I'm saying? Bottom of Cali. Lala D says, what's good? He said, what's good, Lala D? Renee Boxyoung says, I kind of see Thurman going to be backpedaling after experimenting Pac's T-Rex combos, but I got Keith winning. Yeah. I mean, look, if Keith don't stop Manny at least within, I'd say 8, it's going the distance. I think Keith wins either way. A lot of people think he's going to be doing a lot of moving, a lot of running. I'm gonna take him for his word, and I think he's going. I'm gonna see if he's going to honestly bring some noise to Manny in them early rounds. I'm dying to know. I'm dying to see. I mean, that's exactly what he did to Hotacito. He pulled Hotacito down early, right? He jumped on Hotacito early. He just started to slow down towards the end, moving around, pot shotting and all that good shit. But at the end of the day, I mean, I got to see it. You know what I mean? But I think it's going to be. I think he's going to cruise the victory here, man. I think he's going to cruise the victory. Lala D says, Smitty Smith says, what's up, Smitty Smith in the house? What's up, fam? What's up with you? Bottom of Cali says, let's just hope that if Thurman wins, he don't run to the heels with that belt. You know what, Bottom of Cali, and I wish I would have said this to Monty last night. I'm going to be honest with you, man. Shit feeling a little different right now. I'm looking at the landscape at welterweight. Earl and Sean is damn close to this fight, which means that both the winner of each one of these fights will be ready at around the same time to do another fight sometime next year, right? There's 3 belts that will be involved with the winner of these 2 fights. That's 3 belts. It's everything that they said that they wanted. Keith said he wanted 3 belts in the fight. Here we are. These 2 fights are very close to each other, which means both winners will be available around the same time. It feels different. I mean, I could be tripping. I could be a little too excited, but it feels a little different. Of course, we still got to see what Keith act like after the fight. Of course, he ain't trustworthy sometimes. I get it. I know how y'all feeling. We got to wait and see. But let me just kind of forewarn y'all right now. Don't expect Keith Thurman to call out no dates if he beats Manny Pacquiao. I'm going to keep it a buck. I don't want people to have their hopes all high and shit. Don't expect Keith Thurman to say, yo, I'm fighting this fighter on this day if he wins. Don't expect it. Expect Keith Thurman to walk out in the fog and disappear for a minute. You dig? I'm going to be 100. I'm going to be 100 with you. But expect eventually, after the Sean Porter and Earl Spence Jr. Winner is determined, this is when I think that the news will start to leak out of what's going to happen next between the winner of these 2 fights. But don't expect it immediately after the Pacquiao fight. And I'm keeping it 100. And I'm a Keith Thurman fan, and y'all know it. Yeah, Lala D says Thurman was preaching. He was talking the moon, the stars, the quasars, and everything. He said something, and even the announcer dude was like, that was just so poetic. Damn, brother, you deep. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck did Keith just say? I don't even know what he's talking about, cuz. Your family is wearing the crown of thorns, and bro, you lost me, cuz. I hear you. Sell a fight, Keith. Sell a fight, but you lost the shit out of me, son. I'm in 100, which I don't know what you talking about. You know what I mean? All I know is you saying you're gonna beat him. But at the end of the day, like I said before, don't expect for that man to call out anybody after the fight. It's just not gonna happen. I know y'all want it to happen. Hell, I want it to happen, but I gotta keep it real. I don't see it happen. I think he waits till after the Porter and Spence situation is all said and done, and then he says, okay, this is what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen, man. But let me ask y'all, man, because I ain't seen nobody answer this question, and I'm really interested in knowing, how do y'all feel about Earl and Sean being in LA, man? Like, how do y'all feel about it? Do y'all think that is the right market? Is that the right market, or just the fact that the fight going on, so who gives a shit? Maybe I'm just dwelling a little too much on that. Smitty Smith says, I got $400 on Pac-Man with my homeboy, and I'm getting paid. Hey, what's the odds now? Is Keith still an underdog? Y'all better throw that money on Keith and start playing to win some money. Keith still an underdog? Man, y'all better throw that bag where it need to go. Fuck all the dumb shit. Y'all can sit here and act like, oh, well, you know, it's Keith, and I don't like Keith, and Keith is this, and Keith, he's the underdog. You better throw some bread on Keith if he's still an underdog. Black Ham TV says, Smitty, damn, you just gonna giving away the money. You just giving away money, huh? I feel you. He do that, man. Hey, he must be a believer. George Wheeler Jr. says it should be in New York. You're talking about the Earl and Sean fight. Yeah, I would have liked it on the East Coast or even in Texas. I thought either one of those markets would have been much better for this particular fight. And the reason is, and I don't want to get too far into this, is that I just, you know, we all get tired of the A side, B side talk, right? And it's like, to me, maybe they know something I don't. I don't know what the numbers going to look like after that fight. But if the numbers ain't super strong, man, how is these guys going to try to go into a fight with Keith talking about they A side? I mean, these numbers are going to mean something. These numbers are really going to have repercussions beyond this fight. Now, we know Earl hit great numbers in the Mikey fight. If the numbers take a mean dip in this fight, there will be repercussions. This is why I'm a little shocked that they're gambling like this. But I tell you this, if the numbers come out positive, this will be great for Earl Spence or the winner of that fight, because it's already perceived that you don't sell in that market. So if someone does go over there and sell in that market, guess what? He gonna get major respect all day. All day. George Costanza, what's up? He said, I'll take that. He said, I'll take his bet. Shit, hell yeah. PK Boxing and MMA says, I'd rather it was in Dallas. 100. That would have been a better market, I think, too, man. I think so, too. Dundada says, Keith is a phony and got a tail like a pony. Yeah, you like Mother Goose up in this bitch tonight, huh, Dundada? You wrong for that, bro. Go ahead with the rhyme and shit, man. Come on, man. Leave my man Keith alone, man. George Costanza says, what up, though? What up with you, fam? What's up with you? Alex Cartier says we need more brackets and tournaments to remedy the A, B, C side shit. Yeah, you know, and it shouldn't be we even talking about numbers as boxing fans, if you ask me. We should be talking about winners and losers. But we know in today's boxing climate, these things mean something. And that's why I say I'm shocked that they are putting it in that market. I would think they will put it in the market that it will shine the most. But once again, if you put these dudes in this market and they succeed, there will be a big reward there for Earl Spence Jr. or anybody or Sean Porter, whoever wins. Rocket Strikes 89. What's up, family? What's up with you? What up, Silky Slim? A lot of Bammers are delusional to think Pac-Man is going to win. They are really discrediting Keith, and they are going to look stupid afterwards. I'm going to be right here, turned all the way up to the max. I am going to be right here, like, come holler at me. I don't care where you go. Just make sure you come holler at Main Man, Made Man, please. Because I got a lot to say that night. I'm going to have a lot to say. Something I've been saving just for that night. I've been in many debates. I've been defending Keith all week. All week. A lot of people are like, man, what's wrong with you? Why are you defending this dude? You don't do this. What's wrong with you? I've been defending Keith all week. And the night that he wins, I got something special that I've been holding back purposely for that particular night. Come fuck with me. Come fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? 92 AKU. What's up with you? Yeah, maybe AB won like one round. He's talking about against Pacquiao. Yeah, I don't know, man. That shit was a joke. You know what I mean? George Wheeler Jr. says Keith A-side all day. Boxing was missed when he was out injured. You know what? One thing you can't take away from Keith is the fact that, yo, he's selling the shit out this fight. You can say whatever you want about him. Ponytail, call him, talk about his wife, talk about his dog, his cat, whatever. Smack his purr, whatever. At the end of the day, you can't say he ain't selling the hell out of this fight. Y'all see the press conference today, right? He kept that thing still talking in parables and, all of this, sounding like a car salesman and shit. That is Keith. Keith is a total package of a fighter. He sells the damn fight too. And if you don't open your mouth, he'll put the words in your damn mouth. He like Pacquiao means XYZ. Pacquiao means he's thinking deep down, oh, I'm gonna knock him out. Oh, I'm gonna do. He's putting words in Pacquiao's mouth. That's what Keith do. Keith like, yeah, I'm gonna rate. If you ain't gonna talk, I'm gonna talk and get the bag. See, that's one thing that Pacquiao benefited off this year. He fought two salesmen, and Adrian Bronner, and now Keith Thurman. They hooking Pac up all around the board. That is Floyd Money Mayweather, man. I'm telling y'all some real shit. That's Floyd getting paid off Pac. Y'all better get hip. This is chess, not checkers, man. Brother Reality in the super chat. Keep up that work, man. Salute to you, family, and I appreciate that, homie. All day. Lala D says he told Pac to go play basketball. Hey, look, he was smacking Pac. Pac just sitting there just smiling and shit like, oh my God. And some people actually perceive that as like some tough thing and Pac is serious. He lays it in. No, the hell he ain't. No, the hell. Pac sitting over there having the time of his life, making bags of money, fighting a new gen in a whole new era where he shouldn't even be fighting right now. And he just sitting back making bags. 20 million here, 10 million there, 15 million here. That's Pacquiao, man. Get your money, homie. Get your money. Hey, Amir Khan said he got a bag waiting for him too. Pac get bags everywhere, man. I'm telling you, man. He said, I'm gonna tell your man go play basketball. He went in. Fred Thomas says that Gil Cole's my brother. Salute, fam. How you? Gil Coles, what's up with you? What's up with you, man? Hey, that's a fellow Thurman fan. And let me say this too, because I hear this been going around. I gotta put this out there in the air. This is a call to arms. To all of my Keith Thurman fans, stop bullshitting. I know you a fan. We know who you are. Why are you hiding? Do not be popping out of the woodworks on the night of the victory. If you ain't standing strong right now, you keep on playing the shadows. I noticed something that's going on here. I've talked to a lot of people now, and I hear a lot of talk going on, but then when I have a conversation with them, I find out they're a Keith Thurman fan. Why are you hiding? Why are the fuck you hiding? Wake up and come out the damn closet. All my Keith Thurman fans, stop acting like you don't exist. Stop acting like you don't exist. Try and play it safe. You don't see me playing it safe. This is how you do. If you down for them, you down for them. Salute to the Spence fans, because y'all don't hide. Y'all don't hide at all. Y'all right there on the front lines. Anybody say anything about Spence and it's on and popping. But my key fans, that's why Gil Coles, we are in a very minority out here, cousin. We in the minority, fam. They ain't, it's like people hiding on this, man. Watch the night he wins. I guarantee you, watch the night he wins. You're going to see everybody with videos, everybody doing live streams. I knew Keith would win. I knew it. I just was out of town the other day, and I've been out of town all week, so I ain't get a chance to do a live stream or a video, but I knew Keith would win. Man, I don't want to hear that crap. If you plan it on the low now, keep your ass there. Because we studying up out here, man. We ain't seen Keith in a fight of this magnitude in a minute. Ducking and hiding and all that kind of shit, man. Come on, man. We ain't going like that. We ain't going like that, bruh. Alec Cartier says, rumor has it that Pac want to run for president in the Philippines. Ain't necessarily take the fight. Ain't necessarily take the fight to win, but for notoriety and for the upcoming election. Hey, bro, you might be right. I never thought about that, Alec Cartier. I did hear he wanted to run for president too. And trust and believe, if Pacquiao run for president, boxing is done. I mean, it's one thing to be a senator. It's another thing to be a president. If he does that, he's done. But he getting bags. I do find it funny that he getting bags like crazy right now. Amir Khan talking about he got a bag for him, bag with Keith, bag with Bronner. Shit, there it is. That's it. At that point, only person left for Pac to get a bag from is Earl, the winner of Earl LaShawn. Pac then damn near got a bag from everybody. Shit, Pac out here, man. Pac doing this dizzle. Real Alien 30317 says, hit that like, man. Y'all, let's go. Homie, man, live out here, man. Out here. You hear me? Appreciate that, family. All day. All day. Yo, Cole says exactly, man. That's, you feel me though, man. Look, man, I ain't doing this ducking and hiding. And if look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, because I know a lot of the folks in the chat right now, I know a lot of y'all are Earl fans. So let me tell you that if Keith loses, which we all know ain't gonna happen, right? A snowball got a better chance in hell, right? If Keith loses, I'll be right here. I'll be right here. Y'all come holler at me. I'll be humble as fuck. Come holler at me though. I'll be right here. You know, I ain't running. I ain't ducking. I ain't dodging. But I'm also gonna stand on this front line for what I believe in. All these closet fans out here, man. I can't stand that, man. You know, let me tell you another fight a lot of people did that with. They did that with Kell Brook. Trust me when I tell you. I find it funny when I talk to a lot of people today that tell me, man, I'm a Kell Brook fan. I'm a Kell Brook fan. When news had came out a few weeks ago about him retiring, man, I seen some people doing some emotional ass video. Kell, you can't go. Kell, no, don't go, Kell. Please don't go. I seen people literally here on this YouTube shit going, and I'm like, where you been? Where you been? Who's you? Never seen you before. You a Kell Brook fan? Where you been? Where you been? Why you ain't come holler at me? You did. Where y'all been at? I thought I was solo dolo out this bitch. Where y'all have been at? Now, all of a sudden, you're coming out. Boy, and them the worst kind of fans. Them the worst kind of fans. The ones that come out when the fighter is winning, but don't got nothing to say when everybody going against them. Y'all are the worst kind of fans, and you make me sick. Yeah. Real shit. Real shit. PK Boxing and MMA says, I respect you riding with your fighter, man. All day, 100. I'm going to explain something for a lot of folks who just got here. The day that Earl did what he did to Brook, I was up here. I was right here. I was a little pissed. I thought he initially quit. I was like, why did you do that? Why did you quit? Why you couldn't go one more round? Two more? You couldn't make it to the final in that final bell. It would have been a close fight. He didn't make it. I was pissed. Almost abandoned him, but I didn't. And I sit here and and everybody, right, they came in here laughing at me, man. Oh, man, what you talking about? Your man lost. He's a quitter. He's a cyclops. He ain't nothing. They gave me the bee's knees. And I sat here and I said to them, I had my head low like this. I was sipping on a little bit of Merlot, but it wasn't Merlot at the time. I think I was drinking some strong shit. I think I was, I don't know, Ripple or some shit. I don't know. But I was just like, damn, I'm going to get ridiculed, all the shit. But I never left. And I stood right here. And guess what? Today, as of July 17th, 2019, I still ride with my main man, Kell Brook, and I still ride with Keith one-time Thurman. And if anybody been rolling with me, you know what I'm talking about. And it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. So come out the closet. Stop acting like a biatch and come out the closet and support your fighter. Florida, where you at? Where you at, Florida? I'm seeing fans running around here talking about some Keith ain't got no fans. Keith, no one in Florida likes Keith. Keith ain't got. I'm seeing people just running around saying that shit. And I'm like, Florida, where you at? It's no way in hell that I would tolerate somebody talking about like that about Jerry Hurd. Let somebody say something about Gary Russell Jr. I'm on their neck. Let somebody say something about Jerry Hurd. We got to have a conversation. And you're going to have to explain them positions. Simple. Who you got? Bud versus Thurman. Hilltop crazy. Bud versus Thurman? Wow, that's a good question. That caught me off guard right there, homie. I'm rolling with one time. I'm rolling with one. The sad part about it is that I'm just as big of a Bud fan, but I'm rolling one time for as of today. I can't say that tomorrow, and there's a reason I say that. I can say today one time, because I think one time is in a different mind state. I can't say that mind state stays. I can't say you know, me and I think I don't know if I spoke about this myself or I did it with Monty, but we've covered this Bud situation too when it comes to Bud and Keith. You know, I've told people, I said, yo, at first I was blaming Keith for not entertaining Bud. Like, you ain't interested. Who you talking? You talking to the number one pound for pound fighter in the world. How could you not be interested? Then I started taking a deeper look. And then I started to notice how Bob Arum through the years have always neglected Keith Thurman. He neglected him with all of his top welterweights. He never mentioned Keith Thurman. And then when you fast forward to today, you see how Bob Arum talks about Keith Thurman. He's not interested. Yeah, of course, Bud gonna say, yeah, I'll take the fight, but he can't take the fight without his promoter, and his promoter is not interested. So Keith is probably feeling disrespected. You didn't disrespected me for years. You ain't give me Pacquiao when I wanted Pacquiao back in the day. And now, you know, and you won't give me turns now. So guess what? I ain't interested. And when I get these belts and when I stay number one, all roads gonna lead to me, and I'm gonna say I ain't got nothing to talk about unless you're talking 20 million. That's Keith's position. That's Keith's position. And first I used to be like, yo, you tripping? But now I see they never embraced Keith Thurman over at Top Rank. Never. They talk about Danny Garcia. They talk about Earl Spence Jr., but they never talk about Keith. They act like he ain't a profitable dude. They act like he don't exist. So Keith is doing the same thing in return. Can't be mad at that. You know what I mean? Rocket Strikes 89 says, hey, Ted Atlas said some true-ish. He said that Manny team is thinking that Keith ain't the same after the last fight, but a lot of people think that Manny is solid after his fight with a defense-only Bronner. That's the con, bro. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. We all know Adrian Bronner is one of those fighters where casuals will be sucked in. You know, the one thing about the good thing about Keith fighting Manny, and I always give Earl a lot of shit about fighting Mikey, but the one thing about those two fights is that they're going to get a lot of eyeballs on them. They're going to get a lot of eyeballs on them, and that's going to be good if they go into a fight together, because now casual country will know exactly who both of these fighters is. Hats off to Al Heyman and the whole PBC stable over there for doing how they moved this thing. I see what they did. At first I didn't, but I see it. Mikey is a popular guy, right? Manny Pacquiao is a popular guy. You put your welterweights with them, you put them on pay-per-view. You let the world see them. And when these two men beat these two popular fighters, they get to square off against each other for a monumental showdown. And if that's the way it's going to go, Uncle Al, hats off to you. Hats off to you. Real shit. You know what I mean? Real shit. Hilltop Crazy says you sold it. Gilco says I wouldn't put no money on it though, but I'm riding with Keith. I put money on the win, not the stoppage. Just like I told Monty last night. I put win on the win. I'll put money down for the win all day, but I ain't putting no money on the stoppage. Though I believe that Keith will crucify Manny. I ain't putting no money on that though. They can forget that. They can forget that. Naturally Strong, what's up with you? What it do? What it do? What's up with you? Black Ham TV says Gil Coles is easy money, bruh. Hey, Gil Coles, don't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Hey, put that bread down. Keith is the underdog. Bro, you can win good on this fight, man. This is not the time for scared money, Gil Coles. This is not the time. Orlando Finney in the building, my brother. What's up with you? What's up with you? Yeah, man, this ain't the time for scared money, Gil. Come on, man. We gotta be. I'm putting money on Keith. I'm gonna tell you one. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm putting money on this win, man. Real talk. I'm sending some money out to Vegas, man, ASAP. But the deal is, though, man, like I tried to tell y'all all before, man, this is a beautiful thing if they set it up this way, where they got all of these fights. They fought popular fighters. They're being on pay-per-view. They're getting all this exposure. We better be getting a monumental showdown sometime next year. Where does Danny Garcia fit in all this, though? I wonder. Anybody ever wonder where does Danny Garcia fit into this argument anywhere? I mean, we ain't even talking about Danny like that no more, right? Where do you guys bet on? I got to hook up. I got to connect who I can send some bread to place them bets for me. That's the only way that I know how to do it. You know what I mean? Valkyrie, what's up with you? Put money on Thurman with a KO? Oh, shit, you really went big then, huh? All right, bro. I'm going to take your word for that, Valkyrie. I got some bread heading towards Las Vegas, man. Lala D says, oh, I thought Gil was talking about Thurman versus Bud. Nah, Nah, I feel him on that fight. Now, if you're talking about Thurman versus Bud, you might do want to pump your brakes right there. But as far as this Pacquiao fight, man, I think it's a sure bet. I think it's a good bet, man. I think it's a good bet. I truly do. You said Bovada. Black Ham TV says he does Bovada and Rim Legit. Rim Bovada. Okay, yeah. I see all them. See, in my state, them joints don't operate in my state. So I got to send it out of state, man. I got to send it to a homie who I got on the other side who can place them bets for me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you talking about Thurman versus Bug, Gil Coles? Oh, I got you. Nah, I feel you there, bro. That's the one I would have to pump my brakes on too. I got Thurman, but I don't think I bet on that one either, bro. Real talk. Shawnee Icon, what's up with you? You said, what's the odds now? I was hoping you could tell me. All I know is that the last time I checked, Keith was like what? But 1.5 underdog or somewhere up in there. I know he was under there, bro. It was trending downwards because the first Manny was down, then Manny went up. Now Keith is down. So we'll see. I got to see what them final numbers is the day before the fight. Orlando Finney in the super chat. Thank you, family. Much love. I got the legend beating the young buck. Orlando, real talk. You got Pac beating Keith. All right, bro. If you say so, yeah, man. If you say so, I'm shocked to hear you say that, Orlando. I really am, man. But if you say so, I don't see it, bro. I just don't see it, man. I don't think that there's nothing that Manny can do to stop anything that Keith can do. If Keith want to move, he'll move. If Keith want to brawl, he'll brawl. The only thing that Manny can bet on is Keith fades. That's the only thing I think that Manny. That's the best chance that Manny Pacquiao got. If Keith fades, it's the only way. Other than that, I think Keith going to outbeat him in every aspect of the fight. I think it's going to be a decision, and I have Manny winning. Okay. All right, Will, come holler at me after the fight, fam. Come holler at me. Alex Cartier says, my ass drive 5 minutes down the street and can bet. Vegas, baby, you lucky, man. Well, man, dang, you could just drive right down on the strip, place your bet, go back into the crib and chill, right? God damn, you a lucky dude, bro. I was just out there a couple months ago, man. Had a great time out there, man. All day. Stayed in the Venetian. Beautiful place, man. I ain't never seen a lobby like that, bro. Sham shit. The joint looked like the outside looked like the inside looked like the outside. That shit was crazy. All day. Jalik, what's up, family? What's up with your homie? Salute to Jalik the leader, man. Check out my homie Jalik the leader, everybody. A good dude, good boxing mind right there. What's up with you? Will says, I seen you humble before, man. He laughed. You probably have, bro. I'm pretty sure it had to be right after the Kell Brook fight. You know what I mean? That's when I was extremely humbled. I think that's the most humble that I can recall ever being on this channel. I don't see that happening this Saturday night. You won't see a humble main man Saturday night. You're going to see a main man turned up to the max up in this bitch. I'm telling you right now. Valkyrie says Manny will beat Keith if it goes to the cards. You know, what's up with this VADA testing thing, man? We've talked about this already, but I'm a little uncomfortable with this, man. Somebody put something in my ear that I ain't trying to believe and I ain't gonna believe, and I'm not even gonna repeat it. But they made me think a little bit. And I was wondering something, but with this VADA situation, man, anything's possible. I'm gonna be 100, and that's something I can't be honest about. I don't like the fact that Keith Thurman says, Manny, you can take whatever you want to take. I don't care. You can take whatever you want to take. I don't like that. I don't like that kind of talk, Keith. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you because that lets me know like something go down or like you giving him a pass on that as if you want to do it. Like I just don't like that kind of talk. Don't tell Manny Pacquiao if he want to juice to go ahead and juice. That don't make sense to me. Just don't talk like that because it makes people look at you. And it's the only reason. I don't believe Keith is doing nothing. And I don't believe Keith is doing anything. But when you talk like that, I'm just saying. And this VADA testing thing got me a little confused, man. How is there not no VADA testing in this fight? I would have no idea. I have no idea. Bottom of Cali says Venetian is bossed up 100 all day, bro. I took the little boat ride through the joint the whole nine, man. Hey, man, I had the time of my life out there, man. Matter of fact, that's in the video still stands on the channel, fight fans. When I had to forgive Kell Brook, believe it or not, I had went straight out to the Grand Canyons around that time. And I took a helicopter ride out there. And while I was out there, and I always tell this story in a joking fashion, but it actually is real talk. I went to the Grand Canyons. I sat out there, I seen a whole shitload of Indians and stuff out there, man. And I conversated with them a little bit, and they were like, what's wrong with you? I was like, you know what, man, my favorite boxer laws. It was like, you cannot hold grudges in this world. And when they thought, I went up to the top of the mountain, and a little light was shining through the clouds and shit, and I was like, you know what? I gotta forgive Kell Brook. And I came here and I forgave Kell Brook. That's how it went. Real shit. The video still stands. I even said it from the Grand. I was literally at the top of the Grand Canyons with the phone in my hand, and I did a short live stream, and I told people Kell Brook is forgiven. That's how I went down. Trap House Boxing in the building. What's up, family? What's goody? You did. What's up, homie? I got Thurman, but I still don't like him anymore. You ain't got to like him to pick him. That's the deal. You don't got to like him to pick him. You ain't got to like him to tell the truth. And that's what I tell everybody. I tried to tell it to Monty last night. You don't got to like him to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is just tell the truth and say, you know what? I can't stand him. I don't like how he walks. I don't like how he talks. I don't like his wife. I don't like his mom. I don't like his daddy. I don't like the car he drives. I don't like the clothes he wears. But you know what? He gonna win this fight. You can at least do that. You can at least do that. Keep it real with yourself. You can at least do that, right? Money in the building. What's up, family? What's up with you, man? Salute my brother. Y'all smash that like button. Smash that like button. And if you're not subscribed to Monty Brown TV, you're wrong. Period. You're wrong. You say you're a boxing fan, and if you're not subscribed to Monty Brown TV, you're wrong. Period. You know what I mean? Go check my brother out over there. You hear me? Low Blow Champ says, I'm probably betting that Thurman and the draw should be a good fight. I think Thurman is going to crack him. I think so too. You think the draw is a good bet? Damn. I wonder what the odds on that looking like. I think Thurman wins, man. I don't even think it's going to be a draw. I think Thurman wins, man. Hey, Monty, man, we got a lot of good reviews on that debate last night, my brother. We got a lot of good reviews on that thing, man. Yo, man, I really appreciate that. I had a great time, man, chopping it up with you, man. We got to do that again. I know you heard the news about Earl Spence Jr. and Showtime Sean Porter going down possibly September 28th, right? I know you heard that. We're going to chop it up about that. I got some things to talk about, fam. You know what I mean? But, yeah, so your homie looked like he got the date. Look like they got the venue. They talking LA. I can't wait to see your vid on it, Monty. Can't wait to see your vid on it. Rocket Strike 89 says, I bet a lot of Spence fans are picking Pac-Man. Laughing. Like you think a lot of they just picking Pac-Man on the strength. That's the sad part, because don't pick against the brother, because we know how them Pacquiao fans get down. Don't pick against the brother trying to pick just because you don't like Earl. I mean, just because you don't like Keith. If you think you got to support Pac because you don't like Keith, just stay neutral. Say, I ain't got a horse in this race. I ain't got a dog in this show. Just keep it that way. That way. You ain't got to sit there and, just keep it that way. That's all you got to do. Yeah, all day, Monty. All day. All day. All day. Valkyrie says, ask yourself if you got a gun against your head that you wouldn't pick Thurman over old man Manny. Man, all day. Ain't no problem. Anybody who picking Manny only doing it just for the sake of doing it. Like I said before, I did a video, and me and this is what started our debate. No one can give me a credible argument as to why Keith Thurman is not number one. No one has yet to give me a credible argument on how Manny's going to win. All they say is, the judges are going to be in his pocket. He's going to go out there and impress the judges with throwing a zillion and one punches. Keith already told you. I'm waiting on that. The second that Manny comes in with that same combination that he throws over and over and over and over again, I'm coming right between that combination. He just told you. And that's possible. That's what Keith does. So Manny better beware, man. Manny better beware. Straight down the pike. You know what I mean? Low Blow Champ says a lot of people are taking Pac. That's how the odds got shifted so much. Pac fans are loyal. I ain't mad at them. And they're going to get all of us paid like a mug. You hear me, though? I ain't let them be loyal. Let them love Pac. Exalt him. He's getting crucified. It is what it is. Y'all all going to make us a hell of a lot of money. Salute to the Pacquiao fans all day. Keep putting that money on Manny. Keep putting that money on Manny all day. All day. F.A. Jogaba should be stepping up from Mansoor, but stepping down instead, disappointing. Yeah, but he's still a work in progress, man. You know how it goes. Can't give him but so many hard touches. I get it. He's still young. He's still a work in progress. I'm well on record of saying I believe that FA and Triple D gonna come out on top of this new crop of heavyweights. I think those are the two. From what I see, I don't know which one gonna be number one, but I think, of course, Joe Joyce is now out the conversation. We see how Joe Joyce is. I think Joe Joyce is getting as good as he gonna get. He up there in age, man. He's not a young pup. He don't have the luxury of time like FA or like, say, Triple D. He don't have these luxuries of time. So he got to get much better, much faster. And I don't see it, bro. Joe Joyce, I just don't see it. I think Kaunaki beats Joyce. I see exactly why Joe Joyce backed out of the Luis Ortiz situation. I think Andy Ruiz beat Joyce. Any other new, I'm sorry, I think he gets beat by all of them. That's just what I believe. He may even struggle with Charles Martin. All I know, I don't know. I think Joe Joyce is gonna come out the least out of FA and out of Triple D. I don't know. Charles Martin versus Joe Joyce. Charles Martin versus FA. How we feeling about that fight? Is that too much of a step up? Too much too soon? I don't know. Bottom of Cali says, main man, which undercard fight do you like the best this weekend? Omar Figueroa versus Yordanis Ugas. That's a hell of a fight, bro. That is a hell of a fight. That is a hell of a fight, man. You know, I'm a humongous Omar Figueroa fan. Have been for years. Check my archives because they don't lie. I've been rolling with Omar Figueroa for a minute. I think that fight going to be action-packed from the opening bell. It's a 50-50 fight. I have no idea who's going to win that fight. I think Ugas does very well on the inside, but it's just something about Omar Figueroa. The dude don't stop. He takes punches and keep coming. He has the heart of a freaking lion. I mean, if anybody got a heart of a lion, it's Omar Figueroa, Joe. This dude got the heart of a lion. He will go, man, he will go through cannons, grenades, shotguns, and everything and keep on coming and swinging. It's going to be a hell of a fight. 50-50 fight. Don't really know who's going to pull that out. Yordanis Ugas coming off that impressive fight against Showtime Sean Porter, where I thought he won, and yo, man, I think that's going to be the best undercard fight this weekend. That's a hell of a fight. I like Chisora Spilka. I think that'll be entertaining to watch, but I definitely can't think. I think Omar and Ugas is going to be the fight, bro. All day. Razak says if Pac going to win this, if Pac is going to win this, he needs to attack right from the round one. If he manages to hurt Keith early in the round, he will win this match. But if Keith figure out Pac-Man early, then it will be chess. I mean, according to Manny Pacquiao, now that he's back with Freddie Roach, we'll see how much offense I thought he looked good under Boo Boy. I'm gonna be 100 with you. I didn't think there was a need for Freddie Roach to come back on board, but I mean, we got to see, man. Keith said he's going to try to jump on Pac. Pac claims he's going to try to jump on Keith early, and they want to see how each other reacts. I think it's all smoke and mirrors. I think it's going to be honestly vice versa. I think Keith going to start off slow. I think Keith starts off slow because at the end of the day, I mean, whenever you hear a fighter talking up too much about what they're going to do, oh, I'm going to jump on him in the early rounds. Oh, I'm going to do. Come on, man. You're making it too fucking obvious. I think Keith going to fill out Pac for about 3 rounds. And then test the waters. I mean, that's how I feel. I think he gives Pac, give him a little fill out for about 3 rounds, touch him a little bit upstairs, touch him downstairs. Keith says he wants to go to Manny Pacquiao's body. If he is successful with going downstairs on Manny Pacquiao, that's going to be a big deal. And that may just lead to a stoppage of Pacquiao. No one is touching Pacquiao's body. Maybe because he's too fast. He bounces in, he bounces out like a little fly or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what up, main man? We talk boxing. Long time. How you, family? Oh, what's up, fam? What's up with you, man? I ain't seen you in a minute, man. I've been cooling, homie. I've been cooling, man. I just been here doing my dizzle, that's all. Cooling, man. That's it, man. Good to have you back, man. Real talk. Trap House Boxing says, I got Omar, and then it will be Omar versus Keith next. Wow. No, you sure we're going to get Omar versus Keith next? I got to see what the position in the rankings is for this particular fight. I know Ugas is still ranked pretty high in the WBC, even though he lost to Sean. So we'll see. I mean, I like to see if Omar gets through Yordanis Ugas. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd like to see Omar maybe get the loser of Earl and Sean. I like to see that. I maybe if whether it be Sean or Earl, I like to see Omar get that fight. I love to see Omar get that fight. Chalik the leader says Ugas better not fight like he the A side and fight with the urgency. I'm picking a draw. Omar versus Earl in Texas is big, so Ugas uh has to KO Omar to win. You think so? You think that the powers that be would love to have that Omar versus Earl fight so bad that they're swinging? Is that what you're saying, Jalik? I think it's gonna be a hell of a fight, bro. You said that he got to fight with urgency. Yo, Omar gonna keep him on the heel of his feet the whole fight, bro. Omar gonna be in his chest like sloppy Joe, son. Like the whole fight. The whole fight. Ugas is gonna have to fight a fundamentally sound fight. Now he was willing to stand his ground and stand on his punches with Sean. He was willing to do that with Sean. Is he willing to do that with Omar? He's going to have to make Omar pay. He's going to have to do it, but he's going to have to be fundamentally sound. I don't suggest him being stationary. I suggest him being the Ugas of Ray Robinson as opposed to the Ugas of Sean Porter. You know what I'm saying? I prefer to see that guy. I think the Ugas of Ray Robinson, who was much more mobile, moving, you know, picking his points in the fight where he did want to stand and choose the trade. I think that version of Ugas needs to come out. But I think also Ugas needs to know he has to remain fundamentally sound because this guy's going to keep coming. He ain't going to stop. He ain't going to stop. I thought Omar Figueroa in that John Molina fight, though, I thought that was real close. But that was real close. Real close. Monty Brown TV says, I got Omar. I believe he has more power, but Ugas has got a great chance. Ugas got a good chance. I think it's 50-50, but everybody seems to be leaning towards Omar, man. I'm right there with you, Monty. I think Omar can get it. But Ugas is not a joke, bro. I just truly don't know, man. If I had to put my money down right now, it'll be a tough decision. I had to think that through real hard, fam. I had to think that through real hard. But I feel you on that. PK Boxing and MMA. Hey, Coach Kennedy, salute to you too, fam. Appreciate that love. PK Boxing and MMA. Okay, you talking to someone? Ali Cartier, Pac finna go to the body. He about to go to Keith. If Pacquiao smart, this is exactly what he gonna do. If Pacquiao is smart, that's exactly what we would do. We all know it. It ain't a secret, so I ain't got to act like I don't know it. It don't exist. Keith don't like it to the body. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like that's not real talk. He don't like it to the body. I agree with you there. But I don't know what Pac's short reach. If Pac still have the burst to get in, hit the body, and get out before getting hit, I don't know if that ability is still there, fam. That's the thing. Pacquiao, if he gets in there, Keith is going to move, bro. One thing Keith going to do, he going to move. He going to try to get them full extension on his punches. And if Pac doesn't get the hell out of Dodge fast enough, if them 41 years is caught up with him, he won't be able to go downstairs and get out of Dodge without getting hit. And that's concerning. So we'll see. If Pac is smart, though, he at least attempts to go to Keith's body and see how it reacts. Real talk. Pac-Man. What's up, Pac-Man? What's up with you? Hollywood Casino in West Virginia has legal betting. You could get there. Really? I never knew that. We got a couple Hollywoods up here, fam. I never knew that. I didn't even know they had one down there. That's probably is that closer than Atlantic City? Because I got some homies up in Jersey. I might can go up there and make something happen. Is that closer than AC? The part of West Virginia you talking about? Because Virginia go deep, fam. Virginia go deep. I mean, real deep. Bottom of Cali says at Trap House. Okay, y'all talking salute, bro. Omar versus Keith next. Okay, I see you, fam. All day. All day. Will says, oh, I'm sorry, just skipped on me, fam. Just skipped on me. Hold on, give me a second here. All right. Fred Thomas says, rest in peace to Sweet Pea. Rest in peace to Sweet Pea. Yeah, I know this is I've already did my video on this. So I looked at an interview from Sweet Pea earlier today when he talked. It was about an hour long or so. They had him sitting down at a table or something, giving the interview, man. And they listen to that man talk about boxing, bro. His knowledge is deep, man. We lost a legend this week, man. And hopefully they do something for him at Pacquiao versus Thurman. Maybe they'll do a moment of silence, something from the rafters. That'd be cool. Put a little interview of him up on the big screen or something, man. That'd be cool, man. We lost a legend this week. May he rest in peace. Condolences to his family. We all, for most of us, especially if you're an 80s baby, you grew up watching Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker, man, all day. All day. Rocket Strikes 89 says, I'm gonna tell you how this fight is gonna go. Keith is going to jump on Pac, and Pac is going to be honest and try to cautiously box. My thing is, when you remember when Pac ain't stopping nobody. He ain't stopped Bronner. I mean, yeah, he stopped Lucas Matisse, but Lucas Matisse was well beyond his best years. But he ain't stopped Adrian Bronner. It's no freaking way that he's stopping Keith one time Thurman. All right, y'all can forget that. Now, Pac gonna try to. What I seen in the Adrian Bronner fight, and there was some rumors or something coming out that Pac was sick or he was fighting some sort of illness or some other jazz like that. That's why he didn't look like his normal self. Pac slowed down a hell of a lot in that Bronner fight. His punch output, his speed didn't look nearly as dynamic in that fight. I'm not saying that everybody can have a bad day, bad night, whatever. But in that particular fight, the fight that he's coming off, he fought an opponent who just didn't let his hands go. Didn't let his hands go enough. That ain't gonna be Keith Thurman. And I didn't see the burst of Pacquiao of the past. I just didn't see it. I seen a much slower version of Manny Pacquiao, a much more calmer version of Manny Pacquiao. I'm just saying, that was his last fight, bro. That was his last fight. Let's see. Let's see here. Yeah, Lala D says, rest in peace to Sweet Pea all day. Jalik the Leader says, F.A. Ajagba power may not be so great as he moves up in weight. I like the fact that he's active. I mean, but his power is the truth now, bro. I mean, so I don't just see it just disappearing. I mean, he's stopping everybody. He got people walking out of the ring saying, I don't want to have nothing to do with this man. I have never seen that in boxing. Opening bell, ding. Hold up for a minute. Let me climb up out this joint and walk on back to the dressing room. Everybody looking at them. He like, yup, y'all can look at me all y'all want. I'm walking right back to this dressing room and I don't care who see me. I ain't never seen no shit like that. Man, power must be scary. That power ain't gonna do nothing but get better, fam. I think, I don't think he's peaked yet. Nowhere near. You know what I mean? I think he gets better. Rocket Strike 89 says, I'm gonna tell you, I already read that one. Fam says it's good to hear you, brother. It's good to see you, fam. Fam been rolling with me for a minute, man. It's good to see you, man. I ain't seen you around in a minute. I know you're a Pacquiao fan too, right? So may your man have some good luck. You know what I mean? But it ain't gonna happen. Fred Thomas says Pac don't like it to the body. Neither does Keith. But the difference is I think Keith actually has the ability to hit Pacquiao's body. I only gotta wait and see if Pacquiao will have the ability to actually hit Keith's body. And that is the weakness. I hate to say it. And Monty, the day that Keith and Earl does happen, we got to talk strategies because Keith can't fight. Keith going to have to be on his best game plan ever. Earl is a natural born body snatcher. But Keith has been hit with good body shots and got the hell out of Dodge. I mean, Sean hit him with some good ones. Collazo hit him with the one heard around the world. Danny hit him with some good ones. People has touched Keith to the body. Keith just survived. But when you talking Earl, this is different. But I'm going to keep that in the back pocket for right now. Monty will talk. Fam says, is this the hype Keith Thurman bet? 1 and 2 rounds. Is this a hype? Keith Thurman bet 1 and 2 round KO Pac. Ooh, that's the. I don't know if I take that one. Either first or second round. It got to be beyond 5 for me, bro. 5 or 6, bro. 1 or 2. That's too early, man. That's real early. I don't know, man. Main man, made man. Trap House says, main man, made man. Tell Monty Brown who is the real boogeyman of 147. Bud. Oh, you sold me out right there, Trap. I'm thinking you about to say Keith. Bud. He is the boogeyman. I will say this. Bud says, Earl, how are you the boogeyman? But I'm chasing you. That is the epic line of the year. How are you the boogeyman? And I'm chasing you, cousin. I don't know. But I'm going to ask you this, Trap House. When is Bud and Bob going to act like they want that Keith Thurman smoke? Because it seems to me, yeah, they got all that bravado puffing up the chest when it comes to Bud. I mean, when it comes to Earl and when it comes to Danny, I'm just saying, Trap House. When it comes to Keith, the energy is way different. Facts. The energy is different. They don't want nothing to do with Keith for whatever reason. I'm just saying, you know, we gotta keep it all the way around live around the board. You can't just call. I mean, look, and don't get me wrong. I want Earl to answer that call. But at the end of the day, they need to treat my man Keith with some respect out here. You hear me? Sir Ken in the building. What's up, family? Salute to the wrenches and salute to the chat. Smash the like button, my people, all day. All day. Jalik the leader says, do you have Earl beating Porter? Yeah, I do. Do I think it's going to be easy? No. If he does make it easy, I'm extremely impressed. But I do have him beating Porter. Do I have him dominating Porter? No. Do I have him whitewashing Porter? No. Does Porter have a shot in this fight? Absolutely. But do I have Earl winning? Yes, I do. I just think that either way, Sean Porter want to cut it, whether he want to box or whether he want to brawl. I think he got his hands full either way. And, you know, if he wants to come right on in with that Emmitt Smith style, fine. He will get them ribs beat in. If you want to stand on the outside, if Jordanis Ugas outboxed him, I see Earl outboxing. And that's just how it is. I mean, I like Sean, bro. But I think Sean waited a very, very long time, many big fights to take on a fight of this caliber. I'm glad he finally woke up and took the fight. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, at this point in his career, I mean, I think Sean is more so on the downstroke than he is on the incline. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Fred Thomas says 80s baby. So you know what it is, fam. You must have grew up watching Sweet Pea also. You know what I mean? Yeah. Pac-Man says Hollywood Casino is an hour and a half from DC, just on top of Frederick. Oh, you can bet on football. Oh, you talking about the one in Charlestown? The one up in Charlestown. They do betting up there? Say no more. I never knew that, fam. Are you talking about the one in Charlestown? Please come back and let me know. If that is the case, I might be on the road tomorrow. I did not even know that, fam. I did not know that they did sports betting up there, man. Let me know. Fred Thomas says Earl Spence is the real boogeyman. Okay, well, I mean, I feel you, Fred. I mean, if you say Earl Spence is the real boogeyman, have them tell that to Bud. Have him go to Bud and say, yeah, I'm the real boog. I mean, I don't see it. I hear you. He's the real boogeyman. All right. You got to tell that to Bud, though, fam. I got Lewis Coleman in the building. What's up, family? What's up with you? What's up with you, man? Fred Thomas. Oh, say Jalik the leader says Bud just offered Thurman a fight. When? I mean, but that's the thing, Jalik. This is what I just. Bud will say yeah all day in the paint. It's Bob that won't say yeah all day in the paint. Listen to what Bob says is about Keith Thurman. Put up any Bob Arum quotes that you want to find about Keith Thurman and look what he says. Look who they've actually talking about sending offers to. They said that they sent Danny $3 million. They wanted to make the fight with Danny. No dice. They say they want Earl at the table. No dice. They never said anything like that about Keith. I'm expecting Bud to say he want to fight. I'm expecting Bud to say, yeah, I'll take Keith any day, anyway. But if him and his promoter ain't on the same accord, it ain't gonna happen. The only fights that they on the same accord on is Earl and Danny, not Keith. When it comes to Keith, it's like Bob don't see no profit there. He don't see no earning potential. He's not willing to do the cross promotion, cross network thing for Keith. And Keith is offended by that, man. He looks at himself as the number one welterweight. The number one welterweight, and you won't even want to act like I exist. Oh, okay, we ain't got nothing to talk about. Simple. And that's how he carried it. So, you know, Jalik, I'm expecting Bud to be Bud. Bud is who Bud is. That ain't changing. But Bud can't do shit without Bob. Period. You know what I mean? Trap House says, man, you tripping, homie. Ponytail just said he didn't want no smoke with Bud, man. But that's why he's saying it, Trap House. This is why he's saying it. He is saying it because they never showed him no respect. Riddle me this. Why didn't Bob Arum put Manny Pacquiao in the ring with Thurman back in the day? Never. They ain't even never want to put Pacquiao. Keith Thurman has been calling Manny Pacquiao out for years. It took Al Heyman and the PBC to make this thing happen. But Bob ain't want to make it happen. The same way that Bob don't want to make it happen with Terrence. And now all of a sudden, Keith is supposed to show them respect. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. All I know is, look, if they want that fight, Keith, now look, the price then rose up. Since you want to disrespect me for years and act like I don't exist, act like I wasn't unified, act like I'm not about to beat a... Since y'all want to act like I don't exist, fine. If you do want to make a fight, the numbers got to be up there, cousin. Y'all did this. See, Bud they don't act like that when it come to Earl and Danny. They ready to take them fights. But when it come to Keith, it's like, nah, he ain't no money there or whatever the case may be. That's bullshit, bro. It's bullshit. Lewis Coleman says, put 20 down on Thurman. That's easy money. Dog, I'm gonna look for my man Hollywood, man, because I'm hoping he came back and let me know that. I'm gonna check that out tonight, though, all day. If that is the case, then I ain't got to send no money out to Vegas. I'm taking that trip. That's an hour and a half drive, like you say, straight up 270 all day. All day. Smitty Smith says, I dig Sean Porter too, but Sean has as much chance to win as a midget at a urinal. Sharp. Yeah, man, he's sharp, bro. I mean, look, man, all I know is I thought Sean lost to Ugas. I can't sit back and say I thought Sean. Of course, styles make fights, but I think Earl's style is 20 times more deadlier for Sean than Ugas' style. So I truly believe that Earl gonna shine in this fight. I believe. At least I'm expecting Earl to shine in this fight. I'm expecting that, money. Better not be a close fight, homie. Jalik the leader says Thurman said Bob offered them a fight, and Thurman said he is not in. But bruh, like I don't believe that. I don't believe. Have we heard Bob say this? I ain't never. Bob is well on record how he feel about Keith Thurman. Keith may be a little embarrassed by it, but no, fuck no. Bob ain't never publicly made no offers to Keith one-time Thurman. Not one. You can research that. You can look up quotes. You can look up articles. I don't care. I've searched for it. It don't exist. He may be saying that now. I'm sure if you ask Bob, Bob be like, I don't know what he's talking about. We got to look through the smoke and mirrors, Jalik. Sometimes you got to look through the smoke and mirrors, man. You know damn well that Bob ain't never offered no Keith Thurman no fight. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if later down the line after Keith beats Manny and his name is starting to ring a few bells that Bob may come around. I wouldn't be surprised. But nah, bro. I don't believe that for a second. Pac-Man says Sean Porter is the gatekeeper of 147. Is he the gatekeeper of one? Nah, he a champion. He can't be a gatekeeper and a champion at the same damn time. Nah, man. Yeah, that is the casino. Oh, okay. That's what it is. I'll be up there ASAP. Trap House Boxing, man, quit that question about Ponytail not being interested in smoking. Boy, he ain't. That's what he said. Bro, why would he just you think he just ducking Bud just to duck? Nah, man. Why you think Keith is telling you, man, the price is gonna be raised up? Because he knows what it is. He ain't fighting him. Y'all ain't want to fight him. Y'all, you never wanted to fight him. Never. I mean, not as far as Bud in particular, but Bob and Top Rank in his state, they never did it. They never did it, bro. Look through the years. Have they ever mentioned Keith Thurman? They never mentioned him. And then all of a sudden, he said, nah, Main man says if he doesn't respond, call the casino all day, Lala D. I'm heading up there. I think he did respond, but I'm definitely gonna call before I take that trip. But if that is the case, that is an easier trip for me to take than to have to send some, or I can, wire some money or across the country or whatnot. And but I can go up there on my own merit. I can look at the odds. I can look across that board, the whole thing. So if that is the case, and they got genuine sports betting up at Hollywood Casino in Charlestown, I'm there all day. Jalik says Thurman said it himself. Yeah, he said that Bob alleged, but that's what Thurman, he's saving. He could be saving face, bro. He could be saying, you notice, did you hear this come from Bob's mouth? I didn't hear shit come from Bob's mouth. All I heard come from Bob's mouth is, we're not interested in Keith Thurman. We're not interested in all we want is Earl Spence and Danny Garcia. We don't want to fight nobody. Those were his words. The video's still around YouTube, bro. There's many of interviews in that fashion. So Keith can say that to save face. Bob has never publicly came out and acknowledged that they wanted to face Keith one time Thurman. Never. Never. Show me what Bob is saying this at, bro. Fred Thomas. What happened? What Fred say, man? Fred good people's Lewis. What did Fred? What he say? Fred good people's, man. I was asking people if they knew Keith Thurman was, and they was like, "Who is that?" Go ahead, bro. But see, you know what, Fred Thomas, and this is why earlier on in this video, I had to do a call to arms, because there's a lot of us out here, believe it or not, but we just not talking. We just not showing up. We just not waking up. There's a lot of us out here. There's a lot of on the low Keith one time Thurman fans, and for whatever reason, man, they just waiting for him to win. The second he win, watch how many people come out and say that they are fans. You know what I'm saying? All day. Young Pablito says Spence versus Crawford. That's the fight you want? Okay. All right, we'll see how that go. You know, some people believe that Crawford is the final level. I always call Keith the final level, the biggest fight for Earl Spence Jr. Some believe that, and Earl said out of his own mouth, he did want Keith next and then Crawford last. He did say that. We'll see if it falls that way. It's all on Keith's time, not Earl's. Remember that. Keith makes the time. Earl, you just wait to make whatever decision that Keith makes. You did? That's what you do. It's all love, man. I'm about to shut this thing down, man. We got a lot more to talk about with this weekend of fights. I just wanted to kind of touch on these right here. Once again, though, man, Oscar Rivas versus Dillian White going down for the WBC interim title. Once again, Earl Spence Jr. versus Showtime Sean Porter. They talking September 28th in LA, Staples Center. We'll see how that works out. And last but not least, do not miss this weekend. Keith one time Thurman will possibly retire Manny Pacquiao, knock him back to the Philippines where he can run for president with the $20 million that he'll make in this fight and enjoy life. But I will tell y'all this. I will be here turned up this weekend. Do not miss Main Man Made Man. We will do either a coffee show or a late night show to discuss the rest of the fights coming up this weekend. It's just not enough time on this particular live stream. But I want to just tell each and every one of y'all, man, thank you. Ronnie Boy Fresh, there you go, family. What's up with you? Hope you had a good time up in Jersey, fam. Hope you had a good time up there looking at Shakur, man. How was that atmosphere, homie? Hey, come through the MGM Friday nights. And I might just do that. Yeah, big fights going down at the MGM this weekend. God damn, fights everywhere. Boxing fans, get your errands out the way this weekend. Take the wife, take the hubby out, whoever. Take the kids out. Tie up all the loose ends. You don't want to miss boxing this weekend, man. All day. Ronnie Boy Fresh says it was straight fire up in Newark, New Jersey last week. Okay, all day. Salute to Shakur Stevenson for developing that market, for growing that market. He is a star in the making. Take your time, Shakur. Take your time. Don't listen to no damn milk dud head ass Timothy Bradley. Listen to your big homie and Andre Ward. Andre Ward wants you to slow down for a minute. Take your time. You just got 12 fights. But damn, he looked damn good in that last fight, and he got a market that he is developing. If you didn't hit the like button on the way in, make sure you hit it on the way out. You know what I'm saying? We are here every Wednesday night and every Sunday night. This weekend, we'll be making several exceptions on the live streams because there's a lot of boxing going on this weekend. We will cover the rest of the fights, like Chisora, Spilka, and some more other ones that's coming up this weekend. We'll talk more about that on the impromptu live stream. Thank you all. I am nothing but humbled by all of y'all, all the support that I've been receiving lately. Thank you all. I really appreciate it, man. All love to each and every one of y'all, man. So yeah, much love to y'all. So y'all going, I know y'all gotta all go to work tomorrow, but this is what I have to ask of y'all. When you go to work tomorrow and you're walking through them doors and that supervisor look at you and he says, yo, you're 2 minutes late. You take that hot cup of coffee in your hand and you smack him over the forehead and say, get the hell out of my face. I didn't come here to do no work today. I'm just trying to make it through the week so I can get home this weekend and watch Keith one time Thurman crucify Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. One love to each and every one of y'all. Appreciate y'all for sliding through. Hit the thumbs up. And to the next one, peace Al, much love.